Alright guys, so here is our last video. Alright, we got to create our check for winner function, or excuse me, the present winning alert function. Alright, just to make sure that once someone wins, screen pops up on here telling us that they won. So we're going to create something called a UI alert. We're going to make a button on it that'll get rid of the alert there. Okay, and then also we want to kind of have everything just go back to the beginning here so the user can play another game. Okay, so let's get that going here. So not as long as the last one, but some very important steps. So let's create a function called present winning alert that's coming from here. Okay, so obviously we're going to have to pass a parameter here. We'll just call this winner and we'll make it type string. Okay, so our function's in place. Much better, all those errors go away. Okay, so now let's go ahead and set this up. So we're going to create an alert controller. So we're going to call this alert controller. And we'll set this, we got to give this the UI alert controller class. And now we got to pass in some options here. So when we get here, we want to choose this one here. Okay, this is the one we want. So check your screen to make sure you're bringing in the right properties here. So the first thing is the title, is that's going to be we're going to pass that in. So whatever label gets passed in will be that will pop up and say that X1 or whatever the case may be. So we can just type in winner here. All right, and then from there, okay, we'll go ahead and actually, let's do this here. We'll make this a little better. All right, we'll say, all right, plus is the winner. All right, so that'll pass an X, and then put that little space right here, just that way it'll format nicely in the alert view. Okay, so go ahead and do that for me. Message, we're going to leave blank. All right, not going to put any message there. Preferred style, okay, is going to be an alert. Okay, so that's the first part. So we've got our alert controller made, essentially. Now we've got to add an action to it so the user can hit a button to dismiss this alert controller. Because right now the alert controller is there, but if we don't put a button, they can't do anything with it. So we're going to call this alert action. Okay, so now we got to get the UI alert action class to work with. And then we're going to go ahead and use this method here. Let's bring all those in. Okay, so the title. So we'll just start, we'll call it try again. Okay, or you could call that play again, reset, whatever you want to call that. Basically, that's just giving you the ability that, hey, we can play this game again. And who wouldn't want to play again? The style is going to be a default, so you can just call it defaults.defaults. Okay. And now the next part here, all right, we got to actually clean up some of this code here, so let's go ahead and do that. So first thing is, all right, so we're going to set up our first part just like that. Okay, so those are the things we need for that method. Okay, so now let's curly brace this. Okay, so now we're going to work with action. All right, so again, this is coming from the alert class here. So when you click on action here, no documentation yet. We'll come back to that. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and we got to say, essentially at this point, what do you want to have happen? Okay, when they press this button. So this is the action. What's the action you want to have happen here? Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to go through our labels. All right, so we're going to do a for loop here. We're going to loop through for label in self.location array. All right, we're going to loop through that array we made all the way back in the first part here. All right, so basically we're going to reset this here. We're going to loop through it here, and we're going to reset our labels back to where they were when we started. So we're going to go ahead and label.text is going to be 0, or excuse me, empty. All right, so this is going to loop through all the labels in there. As we go through the location array of label 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on, it's going to go through and make every label empty. Okay. Then we're going to set the self.currentTurnLabel.text. That's going to be equal to X. Okay. So that's very important there that we get that set up to happen. Okay. So that closes the for loop. And then this curly brace here closes out basically the block of code for the alert action. So our alert action is made. Now we got to add the alert action to the alert controller. So right here we're going to go alert controller dot add action, and we're going to type in alert action. All right, so we now have that passed in there. The last thing we need to do is we need to get the alert controller to show up on the view controller. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Present view controller. This is the one we need. Okay, so the first thing it's asking for is what controller do you want to present? We want to present the alert controller. So we're going to go ahead and call that one. Animated, we do want animated, so we can call that true. and then completion we can leave as nil. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, so that is the present winning alert function. So let's go ahead and see what this looks like in our code. See if I did this right here for you. All right, so this loads up pretty quickly. Build succeeded. All right, so let's play some tic-tac-toe here. All right, so we got current turn labels up top. O and O. So there we go. All right, so O1, O is the winner. Try again. And we're back to the basics here. All right, so let's see if we can get this to work for X. X is the winner. Yes. What an exciting game that was. Try again, and we reset. So there you go. So there's your functioning tic-tac-toe game. So that gets you your MVP built. All right, so the next thing you'll be working on are some extras or some extension problems that you're going to have to try to figure out on your own. I'll get a video up here demoing what those look like here, but you know, the directions will be on the Moodle site here later in the week for you. All right, but you know, just if you're having any issues with this code, watch the videos. Make sure, you know, again, you've got all the labels correct, and you know, just check all the small details there. All right, but again, just stick with it, keep working on it, and again, it's really important that you just keep on trying. So, yeah, so good job with this. I'll get a demo video up there for some of the extension problems, but nice job. You have a working tic-tac-toe game. Great job, guys. See you later.